What it do, my lovely baby boos? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Hidden Truth Tarot, and we are going to get back at it with another celebrity tarot reading. This is going to be for Miss Rihanna. We're just going to be doing a general reading for her, checking in what's going on with her career, her abundance, her love life, and spiritual advice, and just seeing what she's stepping into for 2026. If you guys do love readings like this, tarot related content, celebrity readings, pick a card, channel messages, zodiac signs, and all that kind of jazz, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button and join the fam. If you guys have any suggestions of any celebrities you also would like me to read on, you can also comment that down below. But with no further ado, let's get into the reading for Miss Rihanna. Alright, so thank you, Spirit Guides, Angels, and Ancestors for your wisdom, your guidance, your energy, and your assistance. Can you please help me tap in from the most high source of love and light and the most honest truth to be able to give the collective, the people who are clicking on this video, the messages that they need to hear? What's going on with Rihanna? We're doing a general check-in for her energy, Spirit. Alright, so let's get a card for her abundance and her career. What's going on with her abundance and her career right now, Spirit? The Ace? Okay. Ace of Swords in reverse. Okay, what's going on with her money? I mean, her love life. Something's going on with her money currently, or she's about to have something going on with her money. The Hanged Man. Okay. And what is her spiritual advice? The Five of Swords. Okay. Very interesting energy coming in from Miss Rihanna. Let me just get you guys a better viewpoint so you guys can see what I see. Alrighty. Okay, there we go. All better. Okay, so for the first card we have is the Ace of Swords in reverse, and this is showing up in her career and her abundance. There's something that Rihanna is rethinking when it comes to something that she's already created, or maybe a contract that she's already signed. There's going to be something that she's going to be rethinking coming into 2026, or this is energy that's already progressing. I think she's nervous that she's going to lose money somewhere. There could be something where it's like she copied something, or she could be called out for copying something. But there's also an energy of feeling like, oh my god, I feel stuck, I feel stunted, I can't bring up new ideas, I can't bring up new stuff. I know she has a lingerie and makeup and clothing line, but she's trying to find ways to expand in her career, and she's having troubles doing that. And she's also looking at the contracts and things that she's already created, and she's rethinking something. She's like looking back and like, maybe I should have done that. Maybe I should have went into a different way. So it feels to me, when it comes to her career, she is feeling a little stuck. I don't think this is gonna stop her. I don't think this is gonna hinder her, but I don't think you're gonna necessarily see new products come out like crazy. All right, so it feels like to me that she's gonna try to push stuff out, but it's not gonna be anything monumental, because of the fact is that she feels a little bit stagnant. Everybody's doing clothing, everybody's doing makeup, everybody's doing this. So it feels like to me, every time she finds herself in a lane, she either feels like someone is copying her right now and she's just not getting the credit for it, and that's also annoying her, or it feels like she's finding herself in a lane which everybody's doing the same thing, and it feels like to me she wants to be more individual, authentic, like different. It's giving very Aquarian vibes, like she doesn't like fitting in the box. So the minute she notices, like, holy shit, I just came up with a lip gloss line, and then they notice that somebody else in competition with her came up with a lip gloss line, that doesn't make her want to make more lip gloss, right? But also at the same time, she wants to make, you know, her customers happy, or just the external public happy when it comes to the things that she's already had. I also feel like there's also a lack of movement when it comes to money. Like I said, what is stopping from money from growing is the lack of ideas. Like, do I go back into music? Is that something I should be doing? Should I be going into this direction? She's a little bit clouded. I definitely feel like there's things she definitely doesn't want to do as she is ascending into new spaces in her own personal life here with the Ace of Swords. But the Ace of Swords is saying that you're not thinking clearly, or someone's lying to you about something, or you should have had this, or you should have been put somewhere, or something like that. So I don't know if Rihanna took an L in 2025 when it comes to her abundance, or at least she feels that way, or this could be energies that she's currently facing or currently could be going into, just feeling a little bit stuck. Remember, I don't really feel like this is going to be anything that hinders her or challenges her, but like I wouldn't expect anything crazy new, a crazy drop from Rihanna. I feel like the most that you'll probably see out of her is collaborations, and that's probably something that she's probably going to be, maybe one of the things she's going to rethinking, like maybe I shouldn't have done that, maybe I should have just dropped this individually. It's like there's stuff that she's second guessing or is about to second guess. Can we get a clarification with this Ace of Swords in reverse? And I also feel like people are trying to convince her as well, give her ideas, and if she doesn't want to like listen to it, it feels like she wants to follow the beat of her own drum, which is fine, because of course, you know, not everybody has the biggest or the brightest ideas, but also at the same time, there could be something that she's not listening to that she might be rethinking later and be like, oh, maybe I should have done that. Maybe I should have listened to that advice. Yeah, Two of Swords, and we also have the Six of Swords, okay? So, like I said, this is either energy she is currently going through, or this is energy that she's stepping into, stuff that she's already been challenged with, she's stepping into 2026 with this energy already existing, or it's energy she's about to face. The Two of Swords, I'm telling you, there's a block when it comes to her money. I definitely feel like also too, like, I don't know why this is reminding me of A$AP Rocky. Like, it feels like to me when it comes to the money aspects, she might be wanting him to step up too, and he hasn't. Maybe he's been very comfortable in the fact that she's been able to have like such a billionaire business and all this stuff and being attached to Rihanna. She's like, aren't you gonna make some money too? You ever seen that Everybody Hates Chris thing? And she's like, my man got 2 jobs. That's how A$AP Rocky be like looking at Rihanna. My woman got 2 jobs. I ain't gotta worry. But he should be worrying because there is a lack of movement when it comes to actual bringing money in. It's not saying they don't got it, but there will be a stop if they can't create more, if she can't bring more to the table, or at least this is what she's thinking here, okay? It's funny, I really do feel like you might see Rihanna do a little bit more, or at least try to pull back and try to get her finances in check here, because the Six of Swords is saying, I need to get myself in a peaceful stance. I'm not comfortable where I'm at with my career. I'm not comfortable where I'm at with my money. All right, I don't know why I'm hearing acting, so something overseas as well. I don't know if she has overseas, like she sells her products overseas. That could be something she could be initiating and talking about, or it's something that she's going to be even drawing a line for. Maybe that she gets more love overseas. There's something about that. There's something about pricing as well when it comes to her products. Okay, it's like she wants to bring something different to the table, but she just doesn't know what, okay? One more card for her buddy. Yeah, see, 4 wands. Okay, so this is the energy that she's lacking, this energy of celebration, the Ace of Pentacles. She doesn't feel like she's bringing in money the way that she's hoping for. Like I said, it's not like she's losing, right? It's not like she's gonna be challenged or stuck. The girl got money, okay? She got shamanyak. But the problem is like she's worried about like the future, because at the end of the day, money runs out. Money, money dries out, and it feels to me that she's like, what am I going to do if I don't have anything to fall back on? Especially when it comes to the energy that she's already been curating, okay? I don't know why, because as well, Two of Swords, that Ace of Swords in reverse, there could be some type of lawsuit she could be going through, or there's something about a loss of money that maybe she spent too much in 2025, or there's an energy of not focusing on your finances the way that she should have. Maybe listening to the wrong advice, something like that. Alrighty, so let's get some clarification. I want to pull from this deck, actually, for her money, and then we'll get into her love life. So, it feels like Rihanna's really focused on her money. It's like focused on the bigger outcome when it comes to her money. Not really focused on the fact that, like, oh my God, I don't got it, or I'm losing it. It's more of the fact of, like, what am I doing? Like, where am I headed? Where am I going? I don't think she's necessarily sure. Yeah, so we do have happiness. We have and then we have sadness in reverse. So these are things that like she's not happy with, right? at the end of the day, I feel like she wants to be grateful, and I think that's what that Ace of Pentacles signifies. Like, you know, like I said, it's not like she's going to be challenged. It's not like she's losing. She is going to be challenged, but it's not like she's losing. It's not like she's, not, you know, falling off or anything like this. But she is worried about the context of moving forward in the future. Like, she isn't really too happy. With the ghost, there is an energy of her, like, disappearing a little bit here. And I don't really feel like it's disappearing because I want to disappear. It's because I don't know what to bring to the table. All right, I feel like a lot of people want her to go in different directions as well here with this movement, and she's just not rocking with that, and that's going to be another reason why it probably ends up pulling her back. So that's what I'm saying. I wouldn't really expect any crazy monumental drops or exclusive things coming out on Rihanna's end when it comes to her businesses and stuff like that, because it feels like she's trying to figure out caution, what the fuck she's doing, where she wants to go. She's just not happy currently with that energy. Frustration, it's in reverse. Okay, but she's not going to show the public these frustrations. It feels like she's really good at resting. Yeah, being public, mystery, but like I said, the future of her money and what can be created and how she expands and the brand for her, stuff like that. These are the things she's worrying about. It feels like to me as well, like the flow card is telling me she's like, she wants to flow out of certain contracts as well. So you got to keep in mind, Holly Weird is Holly Weird. You got to do what you got to do. And I do feel like there are some contracts on that level where she doesn't want to entertain anymore. It feels like she wants to flow into a different energy, but maybe her husband still entertains those contracts. It's like there's a disconnect here of like, I don't want to do this anymore, in somewhere in her career, and it's making her thinking about the abundance, because if she doesn't do it, guess what, the money doesn't come in. But it does feel like it's like, well, where do I go for here? This is not truly me. I don't really resonate with this completely. I'm putting out all of these things. These are the things that she's questioning as she's moving forward, you know, in her career. All right, so let's get into her love life. She is showing up as the Hanged Man, okay? I heard, like, when I pulled the card, I literally heard, like, I'm just chilling. I'm hearing that song, I'm sitting back and I'm vibing, I'm chilling, I'm good. I feel like when it comes to the stance of her love life, it's good. There's no, I feel like, you know, I'm almost hearing spirits say 6, 7. Like, that's when I say when it's like, like that Two of Pentacles, it's not good, it's not bad, but it's comfortable. Like, I feel like Rihanna and A$AP Rocky have come to a point in their relationship where it's like they both know what to expect from each other. Now, the Hanged Man is telling me that she does feel happy when she's with him. There is awareness of where she stands or what she has to bring to the table. There is also, I don't know why I'm hearing spirits say like a contract between them two as well. Like, I don't know, take that how it resonates. I'm just hearing that. Like, it's like she's, like, I don't want to take how it resonates, guys, because this is all alleged for entertainment purposes, but it feels like to me that, you know, Rihanna kind of plays a beard a little bit when it comes to her love life. Okay, the Justice card, as I'm talking about these contracts. Now, does she have a problem with A$AP Rocky? No, there's no problem. I definitely feel like she probably cares about him as a person, but there's a contract here. Like, it doesn't feel like real love. It's like she's playing her part, and this brings me back to that Hollywood energy of certain things that she doesn't want to do anymore. And I feel like A$AP Rocky and her relationship are tied to that energy. Okay, yeah, the Moon card. See, guys, these are going to be things that you wouldn't know about. Like, the Knight of Swords is not anxiety for me, but it's giving me the energy of that things that keep her up at night. That these are the things that she's thinking about, right? The Moon card here, these are the things that we don't see. We don't see behind the scenes in their relationship and what really goes on in their dynamic, because there is some type of secret or hidden identity, or I'm almost getting here like we don't know the full situation, or what I'm really hearing is like we don't know who A$AP Rocky is, but also at the same time we don't know who Rihanna is either. So there's just this energy of like, I'm just doing what I'm supposed to do, I'm showing up the way I'm supposed to show up. Eight of Pentacles, like this, I hate to say this, but when it comes to her love life, it feels like more of like a job than an actual real relationship. Okay, allegedly. 10 of Pentacles in reverse, but it feels like to me she's getting sick of something on this spectrum as well. It's like, because you got to keep in mind, 10 of Pentacles, this is that downgrade of money, that unexpected loss of money that I was picking up on here. Like, I don't know if A$AP Rocky is not bringing in money either or something like that, but there is an energy here where she does feel that she is holding weight when it comes to the material, and that's annoying her. Yeah, the Seven of Cups. All right, so when it comes, listen, I don't see a separation, but I don't necessarily see togetherness either. I don't necessarily see that there will be an energy of us seeing them. Oh my God, A$AP Rocky and Rihanna broke up, but it doesn't really give the energy of like romance. This gives like a friendship, like we're unified. We knew what we signed up for kind of energy. Like very unified. That's what I'm getting. Unified energy. Unified. Very interesting. Okay, I'm gonna pull from this deck. We're getting some more clarification. If you guys are enjoying the reading, please hit that like button, show some love. It is much appreciated. Don't forget to subscribe, comment down some feedback, celebrities, if you have anyone in mind you would like me to read for. Let's get some more clarification, because what the hell. Okay, so we have PlayStation, and we also have karmic ties. So this is that unawareness that I don't think we know about. Like, you know, on the surface, the relationship looks like exactly what maybe Hollywood, exactly what Rihanna and A$AP Rocky wants us to see it as. They're happy, they're cute, the ride or die couple. Hey, because I keep on hearing that thing where she's like, what's up, Rocky? What's up, Bullet? Like that fantasy energy of like union, but the union doesn't feel romantic. The karmic ties is giving me exactly what I was mentioning earlier about like that energy of contract. Like I signed up for something. I chose to do something. We chose to unify in some way to get something. Maybe it was this Ten of Pentacles that is now was in reverse. All right, something's falling apart low key behind the scenes between not just between A$AP and Rocky and Rihanna. Like I said, I don't really get separation, but there's something falling apart behind the scenes. For sure, like in all aspects of her life. And I feel like like I said, we won't see it, but we will see like a distinct not a downfall, but the lack of something, whether it's her presence, whether it's the dropping of products, whether it's like you won't hear Rihanna's name for a minute. That's what I'm hearing. Like she'll pop up for the sake of keeping her name out of people's mouths. Like of course we don't want to question like where she's at, but I don't really feel like she's gonna be too much in the mix, because this is there's something spiritual going on behind the scenes for her. So we have left you hanging, no closure, no contact, and left on red. Okay, so left on red is like that void. This is giving me like the void energy. Like they are together, but there's nothing there. They have kids together, but there's nothing there. They move as a team, but there's nothing there. It's almost like you're in a crowded room, but all you hear is silence. That's what it feels like their connections are. Yeah, memories, okay? And listen, I think she's actually like reflecting back on this contract, because allegedly, guys, this is all allegedly. I'm just a silly old tarot reader. It feels like to me Rihanna wants real love, and A$AP Rocky's not that. No strings. Like I said, there's some type of illusion, trickster, mask, beard, energy standing here that they both agreed to step into due to whatever contract, whatever. And now she's looking back and it's like rethinking everything, running. Parts of her like does escape. I know she's a Pisces, but she really is escaping in her head, and she's not here. But on the surface, right, sweet talk, look at them two. Everything looks good, everything looks dandy, but behind the surface, behind it, separation, reflection, and soul searching, secluded. Their energy is not as connected as what they want to appear, or what it comes off as. Feeling like shit. Okay. Moving forward, I do feel like 2026, when it comes to their energy, it's going to stay the same. It's just like it's changing behind the scenes, GPS. Like I don't think necessarily we're going to see the, you know, what's going on or what kind of unravels. But there is things that are unraveling here. So if you're intuitive and if you're paying attention to energy, remember when I said that her energy is going to take a step back. And when you see her energy take a step back, it can be confirmation of this reading here. Married, like I said, they may be married, they may look married, they may look like a couple, they may look like they're together, but goodbye. They are separated in spirit, in energy. Okay, listen, I really do think that at the end of the day, like there's no, I don't think Rihanna has any ill will for A$AP Rocky and vice versa. I do feel like she does love him and care for him, but it doesn't feel like I'm in love with you. It doesn't feel like I am, you know what I mean? It just feels like this was something I was supposed to do. Selfish, stubborn, arrogant, pride, and ego. Okay? Very interesting energy. Now, for her spiritual advice, we're stepping in with the Five of Swords energy. And this is what I mean about the spiritual factor of making certain choices. And it feels to me that she's kind of getting bit by the back end of certain things. You got to keep in mind when you want to dibble and dabble in certain stuff, it all makes its way back around, especially with the intentions you sit in. It just feels like to me spiritually she is feeling disconnected, or she's trying to rearrange things for herself energetically, but she's having a hard time doing that. And I think part of it is the certain energies that she decided to sign up for, the things that she did agree on, whether that's spiritually, contractively, you know what I mean? I do feel like she does hold a high ranking on wherever she stands. The King of Cups is telling me that she is more than willing and able to ground her energy, but it's gonna take her from really stop pouring into these cups that left her at the sea, like, you know, left her out at sea. You know what I mean? Yeah, Page of Cups. And that's gonna, and a lot of this has to do with her music career and, you know, what made Rihanna Rihanna. Rihanna has lost herself in the mix of trying to get out of poverty and just trying to make a name for herself. The Page of Cups, her innocence was taken. The King of Cups, as she's stepping into this more role of authority, her identity is being lost because of the contracts that she did sign. You know, the Five of Swords is giving her the invitation, and it has been because she's looking back, obviously. She is in this reflective energy here, the Page of Cups, of how did I get here? What did I do? How can I get out of it? The Queen of Swords in reverse. I'm telling you, it's almost like she's having like this awakening, maybe going through her own ego death when it comes to the things that she should have rethought. Because spiritually, it feels like something she's like understanding. Like the Page of Cups and the King of Cups is telling me that she's very intuitive, that she's understanding of why certain things is playing out the way that it is. So it doesn't feel like she has any ill, like resentment or anger towards the universe, but she's just trying to find a way to correct it, which is very interesting. Yeah, the Two of Wands, she's looking for a different path, and Spirit's going to give it to her. Like I said, I'm not going to say, guys, because I really don't think this is going to be something you see public, but I do feel you'll start to see little inklings of this energy. You'll start to see little things that are different about Rihanna. The Temperance card. And I'm telling you, for some reason, something has completed when it comes to Hollywood. It feels like she's trying to detach herself as far as she can, as much as she can. I don't know if she knows that something's about to come out, or that maybe she has this feeling of exposure, because she feels very exposed, but she's trying to detach from that energy, okay? From the darkness, the negative, the things that, like I said, that Queen of Cups, that High Priestess, those spiritual contracts that she willingly agreed on. It's like she's trying to get far away from that energy. Queen of Wands, magic. Look at all this queen energy. We have the Queen of Cups, the King of Cups, and the Queen of Wands almost feels like a console. Okay? So it feels like she's trying to get guided out of an energy in which she created, but also is having a hard time due to the stuff that she's been led to. Like I said, the Eight of Wands, this is going to be stuff that she's currently moving and working, getting out of. Or she's at least trying to. Four of Pentacles, but it's a rough system. It's a rough system, okay? Especially when this energy has been going on for such a long time for her, especially on a spiritual sense, right? It feels like she's going through her own spiritual battle in a sense, and she's trying to find groundingness with all the stuff that has been presented to her throughout, like, I mean, like, basically as she was growing into her career, guys. Let's get some more clarification. I'm gonna pull. What deck do I want to pull? Let's pull from this deck. Just keep on hearing like Hollywood is super significant in her spirituality for sure. Yeah, growth. I'm telling you, she's trying to grow from it. It's like she is having a sense of an awakening. I really do believe that. Like she is breaking out of the masks, you know, the beliefs, the systems, the contracts that she signed energetically, spiritually. spark coming into a renewal. This is the energy she's sitting in the present moment, by the way. Like I said, she's trying so hard to detach herself from the things that she doesn't resonate with anymore. Ace of Pentacles, and has to do around money. I'm telling you, this is why I think she's so concerned about her money, because a lot of the things that she made money from, or the way that she brought in abundance, the contracts she could have signed to create abundance, she's not doing that shit no more. Okay, so money ain't flowing the same, and that could be the reason why she's also nervous. Yeah, memories, the past, the things that took hold and control of her spiritually. Look at this, the shoe again. And you gotta keep in mind, it feels like to me these are energies that she was willingly participant, or, you know, willingly allowing herself to be a part of. Apology, and she's sorry. Yup, she's going through some type of ego death spiritually, or realizing something. Like she's gotten some type of truth, or spirit has revealed something to her, or this is the energy that she's been sitting in quite recently. Yeah, see, so detour, it says fate, and it says divine intervention, right? Like, this is what I mean. It's like she's getting to that crossroad point of realizing what got her here, how she's here. And there's parts of her that have sadness, I'm not gonna lie, guys, because there is a loss of innocence here, and maybe a little bit of a loss of identity, feeling like you're losing yourself. But she hasn't, because she wants to change. She's ready to ground. She's ready to move into a different direction. She's noticing the facets and the masks that are in her life and that she presents. But also at the same time, it's hard when you've already put your foot in the mud, right? You've already got your feet in the sand. That's what I'm hearing Spirit say. So it feels to me this is energy she is just trying to work out of. Look at this. You see how she's covering her, like the Illuminati, I'm hearing, the third eye is her left eye. Like she's trying to clear her way out of this energy. Okay. So Rihanna is going through, or at least it feels to me as she's stepping into, especially this year, like coming into this awakening. Guilt. Yeah, she holds guilt. All right, so let's get an advice card for her, and we are going to end this reading here. Dang, that flew out. All right, so we have mushroom, and it's in reverse. Mushroom, yeah, those illusions are breaking for Rihanna. For sure, for sure. Alright, so mushroom. It says she's going to be focusing on change, reconnection, reward, right? So there's a lot that's going to be changing for her. I feel like in her personal life, like I really don't think we're going to see this publicly. But understand, like I said, as you watch her energy pull back, because I am like predicting that, this is how you're going to know all of these shifts are taking for her, or taking place for her. Reconnection and reward. So as she's reconnecting to her true identity, her true self, breaking through out of certain stuff, she's going to be rewarded. But I definitely feel like a lot of this too is saying that she is like trying to figure out her next form of, you know, abundance, opportunity, and how she's going to be bringing that in. So with mushroom, it says learning from past mistakes, double confirmation on that energy. She's trying to move away from the past, trying to let go of it, trying to move into a different energy. So it says most fungus grow underground in the energy on the surface to form. Hold on, I'm fucking blind, guys, and so I have to read it this way. Alrighty. Okay, so it says most fungus grew underground in the energies on the surface to form hands of mushrooms, commonly known as fairy rings. Common lore suggests that stepping into the rings will put you in danger of being enraged by fairies, so watch your step. Drawing this card suggests that decisions you have made in the past are already starting to take effect, and for better or for worse, you can't change them now. If it transpires that you made the wrong choice, now is the time to learn from it and make a better decision next time, or you'll be stuck in a never-ending cycle of repeating your errors. So you got to keep in mind, I do feel like this is like that energy of those contracts I talked to you guys about, spirituality, energetically, the things she's trying to release herself from. Like I said, I do feel like she's learning, she's getting, she's evolving, she's awakening, but she's having a hard time because a lot of the stuff that brought her, especially the material wealth, is a lot of stuff that she's trying to break free from. Okay, but this is going to be the end of this reading for Miss Rihanna. Remember, if you guys enjoyed the reading, please hit that like button, comment down some feedback or celebrities you want me to channel, and hit that subscribe button. But if this is the last time I see you, thank you so much for clicking on this video, and if I see you again, then I will see you in a future reading.